What's up, my beautiful people? This is your boy Stefan, your Afro Grenadian ambassador. Welcome back to my channel. To all my new subscribers and returning subscribers, I thank you very much. And also my new viewers, once again, welcome back to Afro Grenadian channel. In today's video, well, brothers and sisters, the struggle for reparation continue, and reparation is a must. Reparation is a must in whichever way or form or shape. It is a must. Here in this today's video, we have our Prime Minister, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, weighing in on reparations. So take a listen, and when we get back, I will conclude today's video.
Reparations is basically having the world accept that slavery, the transatlantic slave trade, the plantation economies that were based on slavery was wrong, and that we need to ensure that that is acknowledged and that corrective measures is taken to treat with all of these significant negative legacies that has arisen as a result of that. I think fundamentally we have to be able to accept that slavery was a crime against humanity. It was a criminal act. We need to have justice for that, and justice takes a number of forms. Material redevelopment of the Caribbean, of Africa, is just part and parcel of that. But on a more fundamental level, it's a recognition that the black race, that Africans, that descendants of Africans, are not less than other races. In my mind, the UK wants to continue being a country that demonstrates that it upholds the values of justice, fairness, democracy, equal treatment of human beings. Then to me it should be out front and apologizing for slavery. And reluctance or refusal to do so then sends the opposite message. I think that is critical to ensuring that going forward we continue to have close working relationships, and that there's a genuine sense that the colonies or the former colonies and the people who live there are viewed as equals to the former country that colonized us. There's no doubt in my mind that the future success of the UK is actually built on it remaining a multi-plural, open society. And in order for that to continue, you also have to recognize that the immigrants, the persons who are not traditionally white, are critical towards the continued success of the UK. I think the fact that Rishi Sunak is the Prime Minister of the UK speaks for itself. It tells you how the history of the United Kingdom and perhaps its future is so intertwined to its past in terms of its colonial history, the plurality of British society. All of that comes from the fact that it once colonized India, parts of the Caribbean. We have these cultural wars which are taking place. We have these attempts to sometimes rewrite history if it's not pleasant or if it makes us feel uncomfortable. And we have to remind people, and that's why I say there's a danger in not accepting. And we deserve, frankly, the same rights as everybody else who's been subjugated or treated badly by another group.
Yeah, so there you have it, guys. Our Prime Minister, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, powerfully weighing in on reparations. He's one of those Caribbean leaders that have been advocating strongly and calling the Western powers to accountability when it comes to the mistreatment of our people and not being able to benefit from what they did, because everything everything that the Western powers are enjoying now is out of our sweat and blood. It's at the expense of what our ancestors, our foreparents and foremothers did, and the labor that they gave forcefully, against their will, because it's not something that they decided to do. They were held captive against their will, and brought to different parts of the world, and more particular, I'm speaking for Grenada because they were brought here to Grenada as well. And it's now that we are calling them to accountability, as we can see that the Grenadian leaders and the Grenadian people are no longer staying silent when it comes to that. We have been silent for far too long. And now, yes, it will come at a price. We know now. When we start to open our mouth and we start to press them, we know it will come at a price. They will look to impose all kind of things and sanctions on us. But so be it. Just right is right and wrong is wrong. Yes. And so, here we see our prime minister weighing in on reparations. And yeah, it is, asking and pressing. We're not asking, but demanding. We are demanding that reparations be paid to us here in Grenada because of what our ancestors went through, and we will continue to do so. Now, let me say this, that reparations don't only have to be money. Every time, whenever we talk about reparations, the first thing that comes in people's mind is money. But reparations don't have to be money. We can be reparated in many ways. And that is what, when we call in for reparations, that is what we are calling for. We are not only calling for money. Yes, money has part to do with it, because without money, there are certain things we cannot do. There are certain things we cannot do. Grenada is labeled as an underdeveloped country. And one of the reasons, we were at a point in life, in history, where Grenada was becoming one of the breadbasket of the Caribbean under the leadership of Maurice Bishop. Yeah, and we were doing well until they came and squashed everything that was being done here and demonized. They demonized and lied and spread propaganda about what Maurice Bishop was doing, you know. And they mash up everything, all because they don't want us to be an independent people, independent, free at last. They give us a fake independence. That independence we say we celebrating day is not independence. That is not independence. They say we independent, but we are not really independent. We were on the right track of becoming independent under the leadership of Maurice Bishop. Yes, and if they hadn't come in and spoil everything, we Grenadians would have proudly stand today to say really and truly we were independent. We were independent nation, you know, and we were becoming our own people. We were becoming our own way of things, and that's one of the things. I was brainwashed before too, no, because I remember some years ago, Grenada was looking to come break away from the monarchy or the whole British system. And I remember we had a referendum. I didn't go and vote, and today I regret, because I should have. I should have go and vote. I should have go and vote against well, not against, but for what the referendum was suggesting. You know, but it's okay. Now that I'm blind, I can now see. And if a referendum come again, and I really make a call for our leaders that we come back with a referendum where we vote to break away from the monarchy once and for all. Once and for all. Yes, once and for all. And as I said, reparations, that is one way we could reparate our, call for reparations. Reparations is not only about money. Reparations is returning back the land that was stolen from our people, the dignity and the pride that was stolen from our people. We want you to reparate us. Reparation is about allowing us to be our own people, to steer our own course, and not everything you want to be involved in. Let us be our own people. Yes, and let us give us reparations is about allowing us to choose our friends freely, not because Russia or China or who and who is your enemies, they should be our enemies too. No, they should. That is not right. You said that you are the leaders of the free world. Then let us be free. Give us the freedom to do what we need to do. Give us the freedom to choose our friends. Give us the freedom to go where we want to go. Reparations is about allowing us to go and see our brothers and sisters on the motherland without having to go through you guys. And sometimes, most of the time, well, thank God for now, most Grenadians who traveling to go on the motherland doesn't really get any problems. But there are still this huge percentage of people here in the diaspora, in the Caribbean, African descendants, who can really go see their brothers and sisters. But reparation is about also, making things easier for us to get straight flights to go there. We have to, when we have to go in the motherland, we have to pay a whole, the ticket alone. The ticket alone is like your whole, I can't say your whole salary, because some people don't even work in for that kind of money. Some people don't even wish, they haven't even have that kind of money in their possession in life. The ticket alone is a hindrance to go in there, because the amount of money that it costs for one ticket. And then when we go through Europe or we go through America, we have to go through all kind of procedures, spend all kind of money, and by the time we reach where we want to reach, it's like it doesn't make sense. That is what reparation is about, allowing us to freely visit our people. You have done enough. You guys have done enough damage. You guys have done enough damage, right? We cannot, the past is the past, right? That is why we are calling for reparations. We are calling for reparations. We know reparations cannot repair what the damage colonization have caused. Yeah, but we need some sort of compensation. We need some sort of compensation. So, and that don't only have to be money. Compensate us by allowing us straight, giving us straight flight, or allowing us to have straight flights to the motherland. Why should we go through Europe and America? Why should we go through the Western powers to get to the motherland? Huh? Why should we? Why should we do that? I want to play something for you that the Prime Minister of Ghana said when he was interviewed by an African YouTuber, how long it takes for a flight from Ghana to the motherland.
The entire Africa is watching this video, by the way. And on behalf of them, I'm just requesting, Your Excellency, can this be done tomorrow? By scrapping visas for Africans that are coming to Guyana.
So this is a work in progress.
Okay.
And it's not only Guyana, the whole CARICOM region. We are now looking at ways not only on making it easier for us to travel between each other, but from Guyana to Ghana is a 5-hour direct flight.
Yep.
But we travel for 25 hours, 26 hours, 2 days to get here. We have to fix that.
It is a work in progress indeed. Most of us would like to see the visas be scrapped, but it is a work in progress, because you see, these leaders, they only have certain power to do certain things, but as always, they need to go through hurdles. These 1% people, but it will be done. I am optimistic that this will be done. As the Ghanaian president says, it only takes 5 hours to get to Ghana. So why should we, go all up the so and come down so? As the Ghanaian president said, sometimes it take people 2 days, in some cases 3 days, to get to a certain part on the motherland. And this has to be fixed, and it is being fixed. I am optimistic it is being fixed. So yeah, my brothers and sisters, there you have it. Reparations. Reparations is a continuous struggle. It's so it amazes me. It amazes me that when slavery was abolished, the plantation owners got reparated. They got compensated, and our African forefathers and foremothers did not get a penny. Did not get a penny. And we are seeing this in a different form today. We are seeing it in a different form today. Is that why we have to get visas to go to certain places in Europe, or certain places in, we have to go America to get a visa. You have to go certain parts or in Europe to get visa, and these people do not need requirement, or they don't need any visa to come to our land, our region. They could walk freely. They could, all they need is a plane ticket and a passport, and come here freely, do enjoy the pleasure, the pleasure of our hard work. But for us to get to enjoy, their place, or to experience their place, we need a visa. That is why These places and them don't interest me any. Don't interest me anymore. Growing up, when you're small, you brainwash. You made to believe that these places are a land of milk and honey. And that is what the impression they gave us, that these are that America and Europe and all these places are heaven, land of milk and honey, and everybody should wants to go there. But no, that's not my. That's not me. That's not me for sure. I have no desire. I have no passion whatsoever. My desire and my passion is to go see my brothers and sisters on the motherland. That is that is my milk and honey. That is my land. My how to say, my land of opportunity. That is where I want to go. That is my wish and my desire, is to visit the motherland. Yes, where Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, all these places. Yes, to see my brothers and sisters. That is my passion and that is my dream. Yes, and not nobody will take that away from me. So thank you for watching, brothers and sisters. Thank you for watching. The fight for reparation continues. Let us continue to pray and hope that all will be well, and these people will finally make recognize and adhere, and what I would say, they will they would finally acknowledge the wrongs and correct that wrongs, right? Correct that wrong, make that wrongs right. Yes, because up to this day, you know the Buckingham Palace and everyone who played a role in the the transatlantic enslavement of our ancestors, especially the Buckingham Palace, they keep beating around the bush, keep making all kind of indirect statements, but they have not directly apologized to us, and we are continuing to press them for that. So thank you, brothers and sisters. Take care. God bless you. Until we see again.